On the 14th of September 1970, the 4 future members of ABBA met at this place to shoot their very first professional photo session, 2 years before they actually became a band. As little as is known about this place, there is something really enchanting about it. Just recently, Björn returned to the scene, confessing his love and longing for the other 3. Today, for Valentine's Day, let's go back in time, because I thought that maybe some of you people need love. As far as I know, there is not really anything known historically about this place. The most iconic thing to have happened here seems to be ABBA's photo session from 1970. And even for that, at least I couldn't find any details about who took the photographs. Maybe someone knows more and lets us know in the comments below. What we know is that ABBA wasn't even a real band at that time. There is still a misconception to casual people who don't really realize how natural and gradual ABBA came together over the years. At that point in time, Björn and Benny have known each other for 4 years and have written and recorded music together since 1966, and each on their own met one of the ladies in 1969. Thus, a friendship between 4 people was growing, who all happened to have been musicians for years. So by September 1970, despite this being their first professional photo session, this was not the first time that the 4 future members were photographed together. In April 1970, they were on their first holiday together in Cyprus. We have a dedicated video on this channel about that very special trip. This was the time when they really realized that they could make music together and that they sounded quite good, to say the least. 5 months after that first holiday together, they were here at this very place to shoot their first photo session together. Frida and Agneta were sitting down at this bench in front. Björn and Benny were standing behind them. There are at least 5 different photos from afar, 2 photos from a little closer, and 3 photos where they are all standing. All pictures are in black and white. So here it is, ABBA's first professional photo session together from September 1970. By the time they came together at this rain shelter or canopy, they were about to begin their very first public performances as a foursome. Not as ABBA, but as Festfolk, a Swedish name with a double meaning, party people and engaged couples. 2 weeks after this photo session, they were on radio for the first time, performing together 3 of their individual solo songs, and 3 more weeks later they had their first TV appearance, before they would start a cabaret tour through Sweden for 3 months. This whole experience isn't fondly remembered nowadays by the ABBA members themselves, but I think it was a crucial time to shape the rest of ABBA's story. It would take 2 more years until they started to seriously record music together, until they decided to focus on pop and to do it in English. So this photo session was done at the end of 1970, really to promote the very first idea, the brand new Festfolk concept. And interestingly enough, the photo was kind of recycled when they started out again 2 years later with their first English pop single. People Need Love became their first recording as Björn and Benny, Agneta and Anni-Frid. There are at least 6 color variations of the single throughout European countries. The photo was even used for their 1973 single Ring Ring in the Netherlands. This happens to be the first ever release for ABBA in the Netherlands. It just so happens that a few years earlier, Björn was already here at this canopy with his band before ABBA, the Hootenanny Singers. Just recently, in 2024, Björn revisited this place and filmed his nostalgic trip for his official Instagram account. This may have been one of the very few times, if not the only time, that any member of ABBA publicly returned for nostalgic reasons to a location where ABBA once was filmed or photographed. And considering the historic importance of this place, and this being their very first photo session together, there couldn't be a more poignant place to return. Here we are, 54 years on, in 2024, where we are about to celebrate ABBA again for their big 50th anniversary of winning the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo. Let me know if you enjoy these location tours and if you want to see more trips down memory lane. Have a happy Valentine's Day and all the love for ABBA. Alright, until then, hey do!